I'm a rider, guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. Don't clock in, I don't count hours. I won't leave, won't hit the showers. Won't stop till I get my flowers. Yeah. Hate or doubt, don't know what's cuter. Count me out, you need a tutor. Won't shut down, I'm no computer. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. A battle cry for the nights that really I could have died. Ayo, 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 every time that I ever broke down and I cried. Ayo, 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 to the people who try to make me run, make me hide. Ayo, 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 told me that they love me, but in the end they lied. Ayo, 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 I gotta push forward, I'm never hitting reverse. Ayo, 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 to the woman who led me, I've never seen her since birth. Ayo, to the people who told me I'm stupid and I was dumb. And to those who told me what I would never become. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return.
Why go to a burger joint to buy chicken sandwiches when you can have one by the chicken experts at KFC with a crispy chicken filet, pickles, and mayo on a brioche bun? What are you waiting for? Order the KFC sandwich on the KFC app today for just $3.99. Prices and participation may vary, tax extra.
Tyson Chicken makes sit-down chicken, stand-up chicken, backyard chicken, lots of time chicken, no time chicken. If there's one thing we know, it's chicken, chicken, and chicken. More choices, more wow, more to love. Tyson.
Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get crossed. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in a lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back.
Motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round real quick.
That are in those training rooms let them know how good.
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're edge. Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Thursday, September 23rd, 2021. We got a big show planned for you today. We're going to break down today's slate of baseball games. Then we're going to jump in and do a preview and predictions for the UFC 266 pay-per-view this weekend. This pay-per-view has a stat card. You got Diaz versus Lawler, Volkanovski versus Ortega, and Shevchenko versus Murphy. Got three 5-round fights on the main card. Even the prelims have a pretty good card, so we're going to break down that as well today. We'll talk about some the Thursday night football tonight. Hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday, almost into the work week. All right. Let's jump right into these baseball games. Then we'll get into the UFC and some NFL. First game on the baseball, we have St. Louis Cardinals at the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cardinals are -1.5 on the run line, -106 money line. The Brewers are -110 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 8. The Cardinals have Wainwright on the mound. Brewers have Hauser on the mound. Cardinals have won 11 in a row. They're in the driver's seat for the second wild card spot in the National League. I think they're up like 4 or 5 on the Reds now, since the Reds have choked. Cardinals have won 11 in a row. Wainwright, I have a thing here that I always say I don't bet against Wainwright. Wainwright's just solid. He has a 2.89 ERA. The Cardinals are 20-0. Are 20-10 when he pitches. Hauser struggled his last start. Cardinals have had the Brewers number the last couple of games. I like Wainwright on the mound. I like the Cardinals here, -106 money line, and I like the under the 8. Next game we have is the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Colorado Rockies. The Dodgers are -1.5 on the run line, -270 money line. Rockies are +220 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 10. You have Scherzer on the mound for the Dodgers, Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. Scherzer has to be right up there as the favorite in the National League for the Cy Young this year. He's just been dominant. He was dominant when he was in Washington. Then he got traded right around the trade deadline to the Dodgers, and he's been dominant with the Dodgers. Scherzer's 15-4 with a 2.08 ERA. Dodgers have won 8 of the last 10. Dodgers are 9-0 since the All-Star break when Scherzer pitches. Freeland is 6-8 with a 4.50 ERA. The Rockies are 47-27 against the spread at home. I like the Dodgers here. -270 on the money line's too steep. -1.5 on the run line I like, or I lean toward it, but that's still at -164. And the Rockies can be a tough team at home. I would lean toward the Dodgers at the -1.5 with Scherzer on the mound. And I like the under the 10 in that game. Next game, the Seattle Mariners at the Oakland Athletics. Oakland is -1.5 on the run line, -164 money line. Mariners +138 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8. You got Kikuchi on the mound for the Mariners, Bassett on the mound for the Athletics. Kikuchi's been struggling. He has a 7.45 ERA in The A's are 17-8 in his 25 starts this season. I lean toward the Athletics here on the money line. Only thing that worries me is how's Bassett going to look coming back off the IL. And the Mariners win a lot of close games. I lean toward the Athletics at the money line at the minus 164. Next game you have is the Braves at the Diamondbacks. Braves are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 205 money line. Diamondbacks are plus 172 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8.5. You have Morton on the mound for the Braves. Bumgarner on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Morton is 8-3 with a 2.95 ERA on the road. The Braves have won 7 of his last 9 starts on the road. Bumgarner has a 6.30 ERA in his last 5 starts. I like the Braves here at the minus 1.5 on the run line. Then we have the San Francisco Giants at the San Diego Padres. Giants are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 112 money line. Padres are minus 104 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 7.5. You have Webb on the mound for the Giants, Darvish on the mound for the Padres. Webb has been solid. He's 10-3 with a 2.86 ERA. Darvish has a 6.00 ERA over his last 15 starts. I lean toward the Giants here. Giants are just playing better ball right now than what the Padres are. I'll lean toward the Giants at the minus 112 on the money line. If you go with the run line at the minus 1.5, you can get that at plus money at plus 152. That wouldn't be a bad bet either. All right, next game. You have the Washington Nationals at the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 210 money line. Nationals are plus 176 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. Corbin's on the mound for the Nationals. Castillo is on the mound for the Reds. Reds have been struggling. A week and a half ago, they had the lead for the second wild card in the National League. Now they're 4.5 games back. They need to win, and they need the Cardinals to implode here in this last week of the regular season, which I don't see happening. I do think the Reds will win this game. Castillo's been solid at home, or decent at home. He's 3.19 ERA at home. The Nationals are terrible on the road. They're 28-46 on the road. I like the Reds here. The Reds here minus 1.5 on the run line. Next game we have is the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 290 money line. Pirates are plus 235 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8. Overton's on the mound for the Pirates. Nola's on the mound for the Phillies. Nola has been better at home than he is on the road. Pirates are not a very good team. They have been playing better ball here as of late. I would lean toward the Phillies here. But minus 290 on the money line is way too steep. If you were going to play it, you'd have to play it to minus 1.5. I like the under the 8 on that game. Next game is Rangers and Baltimore. Both these teams are out of playoff contention. They really don't have a lot to play for. Rangers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 126 money line. The Orioles are plus 108 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. You have Otto on the mound for the Rangers, Luther on the mound for the Orioles. This is a game I'm staying away from. Both these teams are bad baseball teams. I would lean toward the Rangers just because they have a little bit better pitching than Baltimore. Baltimore has the worst pitching in Major League Baseball. So I would lean toward the Rangers at the minus 126 on the money line. All right, next game. Blue Jays at the Minnesota Twins. Blue Jays are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 134 money line. The Twins are plus 114 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. You have Matz on the mound for the Blue Jays, Pineda on the mound for the Twins. Blue Jays have won 19 of their last 25. Matz has a 2.50 ERA since August. The Twins have won 9 of their last 21. Pineda has a 4.05 ERA. Blue Jays offense has been hot. I like the Blue Jays here at the minus 134 on the money line. Next game you have is the Houston Astros at the Los Angeles Angels. The Astros are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 166 money line. Angels are plus 140 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 8.5. You have McCullers on the mound for the Astros, Cobb on the mound for the Angels. Astros have won the first 3 games of this series. They're going for the sweep tonight. McCullers has a 2.83 ERA in his last 7 starts. Cobb has been solid. He has a 0.91 ERA in his last 5 starts. I just don't know if the Angels' offense will be able to score enough. But I lean toward the Angels here as home dogs. Lean toward the Angels at home dogs. And I lean to go to the money line at the plus 140 on that. All right, that's all the baseball games for today. We're going to take a short break, then we're going to come back and talk some. Well, actually, before we go on break, let's go ahead and let's look at tonight's NFL game, and then we'll come back and we'll jump into the UFC. All right. Thursday night football tonight. You have the Carolina Panthers at the Houston Texans. The Panthers are 7.5 point favorites. They're minus 405 on the money line. Houston's plus 320 on the money line. Over-under for this game is at 43. This has moved a little bit toward Houston last night. This was actually an 8 point spread. I like the Panthers here at the minus 7.5. Houston is basically playing their third string quarterback because Deshaun Watson is still there, but he's not playing. And if the Texans was to try to play him, would the league put him on the exempt list? No, I mean nobody knows for sure. But Tyrod Taylor's hurt. He's been ruled out for this game, so rookie Davis Mills is going to start. I just don't see the Texans offense being able to put up that many points. Carolina's defense has been playing pretty damn good for the start the season. They've only gave up 21 points combined in the first 2 games. And Sam Darnold's looked better than what has looked pretty good so far. So I like the Panthers here at the minus 7.5 on the money line. I would go the over to 43. I'm thinking maybe like a 28. Maybe a 28-17 game, maybe somewhere around there. But I like the Panthers at the minus 7.5 on the money line. All right, we're going to take a short break. Then we'll be right back, and we'll jump into the UFC 266, Volkanovski versus Ortega. Lawler and Diaz is on that card. It's a pretty stacked card. Enjoy this clip from our YouTube page, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit. He's getting another one. Chris's back is messed up. Bro, he just got lit up. I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level and could compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer to where he could prove that he can box at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren, and I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pound them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top-level boxer yet. Fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that. Hey. All right, welcome back to the show. Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, September 23rd, 2021. This is Henderson, the show. Go check them out on Spotify. All right, we just got done breaking down the baseball games. Now we're going to get ready to jump into the UFC 266. We'll start with the prelims and then work our way up through the main card. But before we do that, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. I've been like 5-1. I was 5-1 on Tuesday. I think I was 4-2 yesterday. I have to double check yesterday. I think I was 4-2 yesterday on Major League Baseball. So come join us. We're giving out winners there. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Come join us for that. We've been having some pro wrestlers on. It's been a great time, so you want to make sure you check that out. Follow us on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all of our information about our shows. I post our daily picks there as well, too. You can also find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, check out our merch store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, a lot of different things on there. Go check those out. We also have a donation page at that same link if you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow. That link is streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. You can find that link in the video description, or it's also going across the bottom of your screen in the ticker. We will also be live this Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for a live reaction, for a live watch along and reaction to UFC 266. So make sure you come join us for that. But all right, let's talk some UFC here and get in these fights. All right, in the UFC prelims, first fight of the prelims, you have Jonathan Pierce versus Omar Morales. Pierce is a plus 132 underdog. Morales is a minus 162 favorite. These are the odds off of FanDuel Sportsbook. Pierce is 10-4. He won his last fight by TKO. He has 8 wins by knockout. He's 4-1 in his last 5 fights. Has decent wrestling, decent striking. Morales is 11-1. He has 5 wins by submission. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He has a 2-inch reach advantage. He won his last fight by unanimous decision. Has real good striking. I like Morales here as a minus 162 favorite. I think he's going to put too much pressure on Pierce. I see more ways that Morales can win this fight than I do Pierce. Morales has 5 wins by submission. Pierce has been submitted twice, but Pierce does have 8 wins by KO. I don't think Pierce is going to be able to knock Morales out. So I like Morales here. I think Morales' pressure on the feet with his striking is going to be a little too much for Pierce. I like Morales at the minus 162 on the money line. Next fight on the prelims, you have Martin Sano Jr. against Matthew Simmelsberger. Sano Jr. is 6-2-1. His last win was 7 years ago. He's 2-2-1 in his last 5. His last fight was a draw. From the reports I read, the only reason he's on this card is because Diaz wouldn't come back and fight on this card unless Sano was on the card. Simmelsberger, he's 8-3. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He lost his last fight by decision. He has 5 wins by knockout or TKO. I see Simmelsberger knocking Sano out. But right now on FanDuel, it's not giving you any other options other than the money line. And Simmelsberger at minus 520 on the money line. That's just too steep. But I think Simmelsberger wins this fight by knockout. All right, next fight. We have Jalen Turner against Uros Medic. Turner is a plus 100 underdog. Medic's a minus 122 favorite. Turner is 10-5. He has 8 wins by knockout or TKO. He's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage in this fight. He has 2 wins by submission. He's a pretty well-rounded fighter. He does have 3 losses by knockout. Medic is 7-0. He has great pressure on his feet, good wrestling, has 5 wins by knockout or TKO, 2 wins by submission. All 7 of his fights have been finishes. I like Medic here at the minus 122 on the money line. I think Medic's pressure is going to be his pressure and his wrestling is going to be too much for Turner. I would go with Medic on the money line there. Turner's only hope is keep Medic on the outside with his reach advantage, but I just don't think he's going to be able to. And I think Medic is going to get him down and get some ground and pound off on him. All right. Next fight of the prelims. You have Roxanne Modafferi against Talia Santos. Santos is a minus 420 favorite. Modafferi is a plus 310 underdog. Modafferi is 25-19. She lost her last fight by unanimous decision. She has 5 wins by submission, 4 wins by knockout or TKO. She's 39 years old, and she's 2-3 in her last 5. She has 15 losses by decision, so she's not easy to finish at all. Santos is 17-1, won her last fight by unanimous decision. She has 10 wins by knockout or TKO. She's 4-1 in her last 5. She has 2 wins by submission. She's a well-balanced fighter. I see Santos winning this fight by decision. 420 on the money line's too expensive, but you can get, if you do a method of victory, you can get Santos by decision at minus 145. That would be my play on this fight. All right, next fight on the prelims, you have Chris Daukaus against Shamil Abdurakhimov. Daukaus is a minus 215 favorite. Abdurakhimov is a plus 172 underdog. Daukaus is 11-3. Won his last fight by TKO over Olenek. He has 10 wins by KO or TKO. 4-1 in his last 5. Abdurakhimov is 20-5. He lost his last fight by TKO to Curtis Blades. He has 9 wins by knockout or TKO, 4 wins by submission. He's 3-2 in his last fight. He's 39 years old. Daukaus is 31 years old. I like Daukaus here. I think Daukaus' pressure and it's just going to be too much for him. Abdurakhimov is getting older. I think Daukaus' pressure and his striking is going to be too much. I like Daukaus here as the minus 215 favorite. All right, next fight on the prelims is Dan Hooker against Nasrat Haqparast. I know I'm probably butchering that name, but Hooker's a minus 148 favorite. Nasrat is a plus 120 underdog. Hooker's 20-10. He has 10 wins by knockout or TKO, 7 wins by submission. He lost his last 2 fights to Poirier and Chandler. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He has a 3.5 reach advantage in this fight. I think he is a better striker in this fight as well. Nasrat is 13-3. Won his last fight by unanimous decision over Garcia. He has 9 wins by KO, TKO. He's 4-1 in his last 5. I think Hooker's going to be a little too much for him. I would lean toward Hooker here at the minus 148 in the money line. This is going to be a close fight. I can see this fight going multiple ways, but I think Hooker's the better striker. I think Hooker will be able to get some takedowns. All right, next fight on the prelims. We have Marlon Moraes against Merab Divashvili. Damn, some of these names. Moraes is plus 198 underdog. Divashvili is a minus 250 favorite. Moraes is 23-8 in or 23-8. Lost last fight by KO or TKO to Rob Fant. He has 10 wins by knockout TKO, 6 wins by submission. He also has 5 losses by knockout. He has a 66% takedown defense. Divashili is 13-4. He won his last fight by unanimous decision over Stamen. He has 2 wins by knockout TKO. He has good grappling. He's on a 5-fight win streak. I like Divashvili to win this fight. All right, that is all for the prelims. That's all for the UFC prelims. All right, let's jump into the main card here. On the main card, first fight of the main card, you have Cynthia Calvillo against Jessica Andrade. Calvillo is a plus 225 underdog. Andrade is a minus 290 favorite. Calvillo is a 9-2-1. She lost her last fight by unanimous decision to Chukwukagan. She has 2 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission. She's 3-1-1 in her last 5. Has decent wrestling. Andrade is 21-9. She lost her last fight by TKO to Valentina Shevchenko. Andrade has 8 wins by KO, TKO, 7 wins by submission. She's 2-3 in her last 5. I like Andrade here. Minus 290 favorite is a little steep. Let's see if they have any of the other options up here on FanDuel for this fight. See what the double chance is. If you think Andrade is going to get a finish, you can get Andrade to win by knockout, TKO, or submission at plus 175. I can see Andrade getting a finish. KO, TKO, or on points, you get at minus 230 on double chance. So that's not a lot better than just doing money line. Method of victory, Andrade by points is at plus 130. Andrade by KO or TKO is at plus 250. But yeah, I favor Andrade. Like I said, minus 290 might be a little too steep. You could use it in a parlay or something, or you could maybe take Andrade to win by, I think she's going to win by finish. I would say by KO or TKO probably. But she's also has good submission too. All right. Next fight on the main card, you have Curtis Blades against Rosenstruck. Rosenstruck is a plus 265 underdog. Blades is a minus 350 favorite. Blades is 14-3. Lost his last fight by knockout to Lewis. Blades is going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. He has 10 wins by knockout or TKO. He's 4-1 in his last 5. Has good wrestling. Rosenstruck is 12-2. Has great power. He won his last fight by knockout over Sakai. He has 11 of his 12 wins is by knockout or TKO. He's been knocked out once. He has an 80% takedown defense, which is going to be key in this fight. He's 3-2 in his last 5. This fight here is going to come down to, can Blades get the takedown? If Blades can take Rosenstruck down, Rosenstruck's going to be in trouble. But if Rosenstruck can keep this fight on his feet, he has a chance because of his power. I like Blades to win this fight, but minus 350, again, that's steep on minus 350 on the money line. I think Blades' wrestling is going to be the difference in this fight. I think he's going to be able to get the takedowns. I think that's going to be the difference in the fight. Let's see. That's not. Curtis Blades. Let's see what the method of victory is, because double chance isn't no better. Well, I guess if you take him to win by Blades by knockout or submission, you get minus 105. But if you go to method of victory and just say let's pick Blades by KO or TKO is at plus 120. Blades by decision is plus 220. I can see, man, I like Blades in this fight. Just like I said, the wrestling. I think he's going to get him down there and ground and pound and have a good chance of finishing the fight. I like Blades by KO, TKO at the plus 120. All right. Next fight. Next fight on the main card. This is a fight I've been looking forward to. I'm a big Diaz brother fan. I've been since watching Nick Diaz way back on Elite XC and then Strike Force. And then Nate came up, but Nick's going to be fighting for the first time in about 6 years. It's going to be Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Diaz is the plus 126 underdog. They have Lawler as a minus 154 favorite. Diaz is 26-9. He has 13 wins by knockout or TKO, 8 wins by submission. He's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. He's 2-2-1 in his last 5. He lost the unanimous decision to Silva and ended up getting turned into a no contest. Was his last fight. Lawler is 28-15. He's 1-4 in his last 5. He lost his last fight by unanimous decision to Magny. Lawler has 20 wins by knockout or TKO. He's been submitted 6 times. He's been knocked out twice. I like Diaz in this fight. I think Diaz is going to be able to outstrike Lawler on his feet. I don't think Lawler is going to be able to land that one big punch. Lawler's 39. He's just not the same that he was. He has a lot of wear and tear. I lean toward Diaz in this fight. It's going to be a fun fight to watch, but I think Diaz is going to be able to keep him at distance with his boxing. And Diaz is dangerous, real dangerous on the ground as well. And so I see Diaz as the underdog here. Next fight in the co-main event. Oh, and the Diaz-Lawler fight is a 5-round fight. So there's going to be 3 5-round fights on this card. Co-main event is Valentina Shevchenko against Lauren Murphy. This is a title fight. Shevchenko, the champion, is minus 2,000 favorite. Murphy's a plus 920 underdog. Shevchenko is 21-3. This is for the flyweight strap. Shevchenko is 21-3, 5-0 in her last 5. She won her last fight by TKO over Andrade. She has 7 wins by knockout and 7 wins by submission. Murphy is 15-4, 5-0 her last 5. She has 8 wins by knockout or TKO. She won her last fight by split decision over Calderwood. Shevchenko's going to win this fight, and I look for Shevchenko to win by a finish. I don't see Murphy going all 5 rounds with Shevchenko. Let's see. You get Shevchenko by knockout, TKO, or submission. That's still at minus 230. Let's see what method of victory. Give Shevchenko by KO, TKO, minus 120. Shevchenko by points is at plus 200. Shevchenko by submission is at plus 500. But yeah, Shevchenko is going to win this fight. It's just a matter of how. I think it's going to be a finish. but I'm not sure if it's going to be I could see it being a knockout, TKO, or I could also see a submission as well. I just don't think Murphy's going to have enough to challenge Shevchenko. And then in the main event, we have a featherweight title fight, as you have Alexander Volkanovski against Brian Ortega. This should be a fun fight. Volkanovski's a minus 176 favorite. Ortega's a plus 142 underdog. Volkanovski is 22-1. He has 11 wins by knockout, 3 wins by submission. He has good striking, strong wrestling. He's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. He won his last fight by split decision over Max Holloway. Ortega's 15-1. He has 3 wins by knockout or TKO, 7 wins by submission. He won his last fight by decision over the Korean Zombie. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He has good jiu-jitsu. I think Volkanovski is going to be too much for Ortega. I think Volkanovski is going to be able to take him down, and I think Volkanovski don't make the mistakes to where Ortega is going to be able to catch him in a submission. And I think Volkanovski, he has more than one way to win this fight. He can strike with them. If the striking isn't going well, then he can go to his wrestling. Where Ortega don't have great takedowns. Now he's good off his back, has real good jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't have good offensive takedowns. And I see Volkanovski being a little too much. I like Volkanovski at the minus 176 favorite. All right. All right, that is that's all the main card for the UFC. But all right, let's get to my picks of the day. On tomorrow's show, we will cover, we'll break down the college football. Excuse me. I'll give out the college football picks that I like. Tomorrow on Easy Money, we'll also talk about NFL, break down all the NFL games tomorrow. But all right, my picks for Major League Baseball today, I like the Braves minus 1.5 against the Diamondbacks. I like the Blue Jays money line, the Angels money line. I like the Angels as home dogs. I like the Reds at minus 1.5 on the run line. And then in NFL tonight, I like the Panthers minus 7.5 over the Houston Texans. All right, so to recap, I have NFL tonight, I have Panthers minus 7.5. Baseball, I have the Braves minus 1.5. The Blue Jays money line, the Angels money line as home dogs, and the Reds minus 1.5 on the run line. I don't believe, let me check just to make sure. I don't believe there's any college football tonight. I think if I remember right, it's tomorrow night this week. Oh no, there is looks like there's one game tonight. We have Marshall at Appalachian State. App State is a 7.5 point favorites. They're minus 290 on the money line. Marshall's plus 225 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 58.5. I would lean toward App State. Actually, no, I wouldn't. If I was going to play this game, I would play Marshall at the plus 7.5 just because I get the hook. Yeah, I would lean toward Marshall at the plus 7.5. But, all right, I want to thank everybody for joining us. We definitely greatly appreciate everybody, all the support we've been getting. Please check out, follow us on social media. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, Easy Money Sports Betting Show is live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. You can also find both those shows in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. We will be live Saturday night for live watch along with the UFC 266 Volkanovski versus Ortega. Want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget, check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Work week's almost over. Hope to see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for Easy Money, a sports betting show. And then at 1 p.m. Eastern for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Hope everybody's having a good week. Peace.